for some Rogue Actions Monday morning, bright and early. Heinzie, how are you doing, my man?
Good morning, Cubs. Good morning, everyone out there. The Cubs fam, love you guys. Hope you're all well. Another big week coming. We're going to be, we've got a New Zealand invasion coming this week with our girl.
With Omega. Omega's coming. She's going to join Tick and Rekka and Hunter and Echo. I don't know how to do Echo.
You got to write to the end one. It was Echo.
Echo.
So try a bit more I. Yeah, Echo.
Echo.
Yeah.
Echo.
Yeah, that worked.
Okay, we're going to talk about Omega today. We're going to talk about the next GL and when the that's coming. Nobody really knows. But first of all, we got to honor our best friend, Minnie Snowwalker. Everybody knows the story of Minnie, but we honor him with a funny moment every single week in Rogue Actions, and here is our favorite meme of the week. Not a lot of Galaxy of Heroes memes, but this one was pretty funny over on Prequel Memes. So, you on this council, but do not grant you the rank of master. It's Mace Windu. This Photoshop job is hilarious. I recognize the council has made a decision, but given that it's a stupid decision, I've elected to ignore it.
Oh, you gotta love a little bit of Samuel L. Jackson. Mother in the morning. There's nothing wrong with that. That's a win all around.
I know. He's so good. All right. So we've got Omega coming this week, and I feel like there's a lot of anticipation for Omega and just a lot of anticipation for the devs to really do anything right now. It's been 2 weeks in a row that have just been basically completely dead, dead. Fortunately, we had Grand Arena and we've got Conquest now. We're going to start worrying about Commander Ahsoka Tano next week. But I'm going to make a bold prediction in this video today. I think that once Omega hits, I
Omega.
do.
You gotta get it right, Omega.
I can't. I can't New Zealand.
Omega.
Omega.
No, me.
Omega.
That's it.
Okay. Okay. So I think that Omega is going to take the Bad Batch and elevate them to the status of Darth Revan and Gas Caliber. I think they're going to be that good.
Wow.
That's my bold prediction. There's a couple reasons why. Number one, Bad Batch is already, without a fifth, they're already pretty freaking good. And they can already take out a lot. And then another consideration here is how long has it been since we got Gas? How long has it been since we've had a legitimate non-galactic legend meta shift, right? We've had plenty of shifts with the Galactic Legends, right? With the first two being introduced, and then the next two, and then we've got JMK. Those are obviously changing things up, but we haven't really seen a dethroning of those top two teams, which are, I think, pretty comfortably Gas and Darth Revan. So I think we're going to see it.
Yeah, look, I hope so. Look, firstly, I'm very, very happy that they're rounding out a team. I think that's a good thing, a faction. I think that, lately we've had a lot of factions come along where there's been missing pieces, Cubs. I think we would both agree. Remnants just, come to the forefront of my thoughts immediately.
Yeah.
When we mentioned something along those lines. So I'm actually quite happy that they're actually rounding out a full faction in a reasonable amount of time. Let's be honest. So I am quite happy with that. Firstly, how do you think we'll actually get Omega? Will it be a marquee, or how do you think we're actually going to unlock her? That's what I want to ask you. That's what I want to get into, because I don't think we've actually had any information with that yet.
Yeah, they haven't. So, well, we haven't really heard anything from CG on it, right? We just heard from their poster boys about it on their podcast. So I don't really see any reason why it would be anything other than marquee, though. I mean, maybe they could make it a legendary event, require the batch, but I don't see Omega being significant enough of a character yet to warrant a legendary event. So I would fully anticipate this is a marquee character.
Yeah, 100%. I actually, it actually scares me how much I agree with you right now. I'm not going to lie. But yeah, I think that you're absolutely right. I think that that it's been some time since we've had a marquee. It's been months since we've had a marquee event. So we're definitely overdue for one. There's no doubt. So I think that, I believe that you're right. It will be a marquee event. And we'll have to see outplays it. She's definitely not a legendary character. I'm sorry, she's not. She's
Now,
just
she
not.
could be used in a legendary event. We could easily see the Bad Batch because she'll definitely get the Bad Batch tag, I think. And so we could see those 5 Bad Batch characters required maybe to unlock Crosshair. I could see something like that.
Yep.
But I also feel like it's pretty likely that we're going to see the batch needed for the next Galactic Legend, which we're assuming is going to be Lord Vader at this point. Are you on the Lord Vader train yet?
Well, apparently everyone says it's Lord Vader, so I'll hop on the Vader train. That's fine.
We finally got him, guys.
Earlier on last time, I was wrong with Cam. But look, obviously the signs are pointing that way. There's no doubt. But you know what? I said ages ago I'd be happy with both, and you do remember I did say that. So
we just got to talk to your sources about the BS information.
Don't worry about that. I've been having some conversations with my sources. Not all of them have been friendly, but we've been having conversations.
Was the conversation something like, "Hey, you little"?
Not to that effect, but okay. Again, it's certainly one of those things where I believe that certain things were put in place and changed around along the way, subject to change style. Let's be honest.
Well, that's your theme, and that's definitely something that we've had confirmed happen before with interviews with Carrie and that kind of things. Is very possible. But anyway, so assuming they're going to be needed for Lord Vader, I don't see a strong connection for the batch to Lord Vader personally. So I could actually see different requirements at not Bad Batch, but also use the batch for a character that maybe is needed for Lord Vader, which could be something like Tarkin instead, which I do think that Tarkin, kind of the main villain of the Bad Batch, kind of the looming, he's more like a Palpatine, and then Rampart is probably the Lord Vader equivalent, where he's more in the focus, but Tarkin's kind of the guy really running the show. So like maybe a legendary Tarkin that bleeds into Anakin could be possible. I don't really see Crosshair being needed, but it could be. There's a lot of things they could do here. But if I were betting, I would guess probably no legendary for Bad Batch, and all 5 of them will be needed for Lord Vader, just because.
Yeah, I think you're right. I mean, there's no necessary synergy there. But on the flip side, not everyone has the full Bad Batch, so it will be needed because that's what they want. They want you to farm harder characters to unlock these big characters. And let's be clear, the General Kenobi requirements were pretty damn good overall. I think we all would agree with that. Yeah, I think that I actually expected a hell of a lot worse. I think we've discussed that over the last months.
Yeah, and there's still things to complain about for some people. I know a lot of people weren't happy about Watt being in the mix, and I get it. But by and large, it really wasn't as bad as it could have been.
It could have been a heck of a lot worse. It could have been Cam. It could have been a few other options that were needed that would have made it nigh on impossible for low to mid-tier players, able to access these guys. So, again, I'm really surprised how accessible he was. Yeah. I really do. So, again... I think we're maybe due for a harder one for sure.
Yeah.
And I don't like saying that, that, but
listen to this guy. You are enabling CG here.
No, I'm not.
Yeah, it's all your fault.
Let's be honest. I'm not, Cubs, because I don't think we need to enable CG. Let's be fair. There's plenty of that done at home base without my help. I'm just an Australian who's a flog, who likes talking about the game that I love and adore.
What is a flog?
Everything happens. Again, I don't have a direct line to their boys there. I'd love to one day. Let's be clear. Love you guys.
Well, you could join the Galactic War Report podcast, and then you'll be good.
Look, kudos to those guys. I mean, they're getting the scoops and they're getting the releases. Again, for at least someone is. I think that's a great thing instead of just dumping characters.
Let me be clear. I have no hate for any content creator.
No, not at all. And I mean, there's other guys out there. Metaverse have had some support with them as well. So there's certainly some other.
Heinz is being very politically correct right now.
No,
it's freaking annoying that they only talk to 2 people. Okay.
No,
it's not their fault, but yeah, it pisses me off. Like, talk to more people.
It pisses you off because they weren't.
Don't talk to me. Talk to Heinz. Talk to Ian. Talk to freaking Ab Gaines. I don't care. Just talk to more than 2 people. Anyway.
Yeah, look, I think, I actually asked Doja that question one-on-one a while ago and said, look, is there any chance that, a silly-looking Australian with no hair could have a chat with you guys at some point? And they didn't say no. They didn't say yes, but they didn't say no. So we'll see how that goes down the track.
They've had some conversations with us. They've had some conversations with us, but nothing official, clearly. So I don't know. No. Anyway, okay. So speaking of Lord Vader, we got to shift the conversation to Lord Vader. We're pretty confident he's going to be the next GL. Is it possible it could be somebody else? Yeah. I think CG has basically confirmed it to us both in data mines. Doja has dropped hints on Discord and that kind of thing. So when are we getting this announcement, Heinze? Obviously we've got Omega coming this week. Do you think that this announcement is coming in the next State of the Galaxy post, which we're definitely due for here pretty soon? Or do you think that we're going to see a little bit longer of a gap before we get that?
Look, I think probably in the next few weeks, I think we'll definitely see some sort of announcement. I don't think it's going to be anything this week. I'd be surprised if it was. Be good if it was, because I think that we would like to be talking about things coming up in our game. Are you a fan of the whole surprise mechanism, we call it, when it comes to announcing characters coming to this game? Are you happy with how they roll those out? I for one, would like a little bit more notice so that we can talk about it more and get more excited about things that are coming up. That's just my opinion. But what do you think? Are you happy with, hey, we got this now, boom? Do you like that if it was up to you?
Yeah, I'm okay with how they're announcing like GLs right now in particular.
Oh, GLs, yes, but I'm just talking characters in general. I
mean, characters are they spring them on us, but it's also like, what else are you going to do to get ready for marquee characters? Go to the bank. Just go put up a lemonade stand and get more money. I don't know. I don't see why we really need that, if that makes sense.
Yeah. I mean, whales are going to whale, mate. So, they're going to go after it regardless.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter if you tell us in a week or a month.
Yeah.
If people want it, they're going to go for it. Sure.
I think we're going to see the next GL announcement in the next couple weeks as well. If it weren't for the nod of Omega coming this week, or at least the announcement coming this week, I would think that the announcement would be this week, actually. I feel like it's imminent right now. But because we know the announcement for Omega's coming, I feel like maybe that'll just be their full focus this week. And then next week we've got Cat. And so, which a lot of people are going to start unlocking. And so next week actually might be ample time for that, because I'd almost guarantee you that she's going to be required for Lord Vader. I mean, that's like, take 100%. That to the bank.
100%.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I mean, if you put in the hard yards over all the conquests now to unlock her, it makes sense to make it an inclusion. Absolutely.
Yeah. 100%. So,
yeah.
All right, that's going to do it for today, guys. Let me know what you guys think about Omega coming to Galaxy Heroes. Do you think that Bad Batch is going to be as good as I think they are going to be? Fill up the comments below. And then when you're done ranting at me for my terrible takes, be sure to come over and check out Heinze's video. A link is in the description for that. Heinze, thank you so much for joining me, my man. You have anything you want to say to the fam?
No, love you guys. Thank you so much for all your support.
You said no. You said you didn't want to say anything, and then you started saying things.
Well, wait then.
There we go. I'm hitting the wrong outros. There we go. That's the right outro, guys.